2020 presidential election is just under 2 months away, and no matter what direction this election sways, it's going to be a big one. Now, what myself and many others are thinking, based on recent polls, Biden more likely than not has this election in the bag. All my predictions are going to be based on each 9 polls that are on the website 270towin.com. This is the 2020 consensus. This is the polling map. This is Sabato's crystal ball. This is Cook Political Report. This is Inside Elections. This is Politico. This is Economist. This is 538. And this is Predicted. There's a common trend in the majority of these polls which seem to predict a Biden election by a long shot. And there's only 2 of these polls that don't, and those are Sabato's crystal ball and Politico. Although even though Biden doesn't have a guaranteed win in both of those polls, they both show his electoral vote count at 268, which means if Trump has a chance of winning this election, it's going to be by a very, very small margin. But then again, here's the prediction poll for the 2016 election, and here's what actually happened. So I went ahead and combined each 9 election polls on 270towin.com, and here's my result. Honestly, I was a bit surprised by the statistical chance of what candidate takes each state. Not so much by states like Minnesota, Michigan, or Pennsylvania, which Trump took 2 of last time, but more so of Arizona, Wisconsin, and Florida. Arizona, because it primarily votes right, but is tilting left. Florida, because it primarily votes right, but is leaning left. And Wisconsin, because even though it primarily votes Democrat, and it's a leaning Democrat, in the 2 polls that both predict Biden not winning, it's a toss-up state. Nate Silver's 538 predicts a 29% chance for Trump to win the election. I personally think it's a little higher, but if there's anything I've learned from past polls and a little scrolling through a YouTube comment section, it's that you can't rely on polls for your answer. And 2 months is a long time, and a lot can and will happen within that time frame. And the main thing I'm talking about are the 3 presidential debates that take place in September and October. Other than that, strap in, because this is going to be one hell of an election.